Look here at some of our trending video. We can take that back one to Interstate 90 this morning. We talked about this crash earlier. What a nightmare for everyone on the interstate.
I know. We were talking about the trucks, the drivers, everybody involved having to sit idle for several hours after a semi reportedly jackknifed near the Girard area. And again, no reports of any serious injuries. But wow, what a start to the day for so many people really having to reroute their whole day.
Well, we heard reports, and this is true, and we can laugh about it now because nobody was badly hurt. But because of the hour and how long it took, troopers actually had to go car to car and wake people up.
Oh, wow. They were falling asleep.
Right. It
6
happened.
hours.
Thank goodness no one was hurt. To Georgia we go, remembering Rosalind Carter today. Funeral service, and there's more services scheduled throughout the week. But a who's who of political leaders, particularly every living First Lady in attendance today, along with former President Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, as we had said before, kind of a show of solidarity when it comes to the former First Ladies.
There is the former president. You can see him here in a wheelchair. We know his health is failing. Remember, he's been in hospice care since February. But here are all of the First Ladies, from Melania Trump, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton there, and Laura Bush as well. So every living First Lady in attendance there.
Yes.
Incredible scene, just a sad reason to have so many important people gathered together. Well, you want to give that a go there? Hey!
There we are.
All right. Now something a little more lighthearted.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to take a look at this. And this is camera video that we want to show you. It's a police chase from Ann Arbor, Michigan, unlike any other, involving a construction vehicle and a 12-year-old driver.
Yes, 12 years old. Got into this. It was parked, I think, outside a school. The keys were found in it and took off. It was like a half-hour chase, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Eventually, he gave up.
Oh, brother. He's
been taken to a detention center. No one was hurt, but that is just six kinds of strange. But again, no one hurt.
And that you're looking at is a 17-ton forklift.
Yeah, that's a piece of heavy-duty equipment there.
Yeah, and this was about an hour-long chase. So again, luckily, no serious injuries.
Take comfort in that and hope that things can get straightened out. At least it wasn't here. Let's take a look outside our State Street camera here. Things looking good in the city of Erie. It's just bitterly cold. We'll talk more about that and efforts to help keep people who don't have somewhere to stay warm coming up in just a moment.
Erie Digital News Now at 5:30 continues.
Welcome back. We are talking trending weather right now. And John, you got so much to say. So let's hear it. What is maybe what you're focusing on right now?
Yeah, well, it's the wind, still some more snow. It's pretty much what we said. The event's not over yet. It may be winding down, but we're still expecting another up to 3 inches of snow in places. Even into the city, we could see a blanket of snow. So far, the average snowfall for November is 9.6 inches. This November, including today's total, 5.3. We still have a snow deficit, believe it or not. And you can see the record set back in 1950, 46.9. Today, an inch and a half of snow, and last year at this time we had 22 inches of snow. So a lot less snow this year than last year, and below normal overall. Yeah, the lakeshore didn't get what they're supposed to, but this is lake effect. You know how the winds work, and we did bring you a lot. Inland areas, the cold temperatures and the winds that we talked about, so much so, Erie, you may not have gotten all that snow, but you can still see minor impacts of traveling throughout the rest of tonight and into tomorrow morning too. So it doesn't matter how much snow you get. This weather caused some serious impacts for us across much of the region. And as we head on into your Wednesday, things should be a little bit better as roads are cleared out, treated and salted, and temperatures rise a little bit more above that freezing marker. So as we take a look at precipitation between now and we're saying here about 1 a.m. or so, we're going to see some more snow showers moving on through the area before they taper off into the morning. The yellow here, Meadville, still some snow showers, but you'll taper on off as those lake effect snow bands start to shift a little bit. And Warren, you might see a few flurries earlier on into the nighttime, but tomorrow morning you should probably see some cloudy skies. And now we have to deal with the cold temperatures that we've talked about. So we head into your future wind chills here 11 o'clock or so. We're already into the single digits, so if you have to let that dog out, give the dog a walk before you go to bed, you're going to be pretty wide awake because you're going to be really cold. But look at the morning hours as you head out to the bus stops and to your cars. It's going to be a cold start to the day. These are your wind chills. The temperature and the wind kind of figured together how it feels against your skin as your body loses heat with some of that wind, but recover a little bit as we head into the noontime, and then we're looking much better as we head on into Wednesday too. So it was a rough go, not only for humans but for dogs too. This wasn't high enough to cover this dog. A little taller, but a smaller dog, a Yorkie, may have had a pretty decent problem heading out doing its business early this morning. This is out in Edinburgh where they saw pretty much the most snow, and I do expect about another 3-4 inches for you before it's all said and done with. Kara Maury sends in this photo. And of course, if you have some photos of the snow in your yard, doesn't matter how big it is, just send it out here to weather@erienewsnow.com. Maybe a video too. We like those. Remember, try to shoot horizontally. Yeah, just turn the camera this way. It makes a much better picture, much easier for us to display out on the screen. All right, right now, if you're doing some traveling, this is not the Bayfront, of course. This is Meadville. Wanted to show you this, some snow-covered roads, some icy conditions out there as people move and groove, and you can still see, we're still seeing that lake effect. It's still going on. We're still adding totals to our projected totals. So give us till tomorrow morning. We'll get you the final numbers overall. And for tomorrow, we're above freezing, so things will start clearing up a little bit. A few flakes out there. Some sun for your Thursday. We're 46, 42 for your Friday. Some rain expected. A few showers for Saturday and into Sunday, where temperatures are back into the mid to upper 40s. And as we head into next week, we're going to start mild, but then we're going to cool down again as we head towards next weekend.
And you know, when the temperatures are like this, the Our Neighbor's Place seasonal overflow shelter is especially important with this winter snow, the cold temperatures really, and you know, they are dipping into those single digits as John was talking about. So this could be deadly to the homeless population, to those who really need shelter.
Just anyone out in it for a long period of time. The shelter, in its 12th season now, has been hosting its first 2 weeks in the basement of the Mental Health Association on Peach Street. It's overseen by EUMA Erie. Now, that's the Methodist Alliance here, and several volunteer churches. The shelter rotates through host locations every night all winter long. Capacity, though, capped at 38 people, and last night, for the first time this year, it was full. That will not be the last. The shelter is low barrier, meaning when other shelters are full or don't accept you because of drug use or mental health issues, This one will. People stay from 7:30 at night to 6:45 in the morning. Our neighbor's place, hugely important here in the city of Erie.
That's right. We're going to have more on that coming up on Erie News Now at 6. Meanwhile, 10 Israelis and 2 foreigners held hostage in Gaza were released late last night, arriving in Egypt on really the 5th day of a temporary ceasefire.
Around 30 Palestinian prisoners are expected to be released in return. This deal negotiated by Qatar, Egypt, and the United States. The original 4-day ceasefire expired Monday. Like we said, though, at the top of the newscast, it has been extended for 2 more days. Now 1 more day to go. Israel has vowed to resume the war with full force and to destroy Hamas once it's clear that no more hostages will be freed under this deal. Hamas and other militants are still holding about 160 hostages out of the 240 they seized early last month.